So these four guys walk into a bar.
Welcome back to another episode of the Jean Pod Van Damme cast. It is Jeff and John in the studio, and today we are taking on Swelter from 2014, this rated R 1 hour and 36-minute action crime drama that felt like it lasted 2.5 hours. 10 years after the casino heist, 4 escaped convicts trace their former partner to a desert town where he is now a lawman with no memory of his criminal past. That was actually pretty good.
Yeah, very succinct because the plot was so simple.
Yep. Director is Keith Parmer. Writer, Keith Parmer also. Tagline in this? There is none.
That is fine. Tagline is, boy, it sure is hot in this damn town.
Oh, man. That's a good one. I like that tagline.
Thank you.
All right, we have the top build cast, which is really weird because Van Damme's billed at the top of it, and he was a small supporting role.
He was in the movie for all of 10,
maybe 10 minutes. Like it really, like I felt bad making you watch this because I was like, he's not in the movie that terribly long, and we probably could have just reviewed his. It was almost like Alien Uprising in a sense.
Yeah.
So I kind of felt bad, but he has screen time.
Yeah, he does.
Movie,
I mean,
just not a lot of like talking.
He has a couple scenes dedicated to him, and only one really big talking scene.
Yeah. And that I totally didn't even pay too close of attention. What's really weird is Grant Bowler plays Cole in it, and he's like so far down on the list of actors and actresses that it's like he's the main bad guy in this.
Yeah.
He should have like second billing or top billing to
I feel like they couldn't decide who the main bad guy for the movie was going to be because they kept on switching around.
Yeah.
And you kept thinking like, oh, this will be the one that he has the big showdown with, but
right, yeah, that was weird. So Van Damme plays Stillman, Alfred Molina plays the doctor called Doc. Surprise. Lenny James plays Bishop. Lenny James was in Walking Dead, and he's not even known. Oh wait, no, he is known for it. I was like, what? He was Morgan Jones in that. He was Soul in Snatch, Harry Shaw in Lockout. Alfred Molina, which I have no clue why he gets billing in front of Bishop.
Yeah.
He was in Spider-Man as Spider-Man 2 as Doc Ock.
Holy shit.
I totally did not know that. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, that's why he got second in billing. That makes sense now. Frida Diego Rivera Chocolat is, I don't know, Comte Reynolds, whatever. You know him as Doc Ock. Wow.
He was also in Indiana Jones.
That's right.
Yep.
Why isn't he known for that?
I don't know.
That's weird. Let's see. Catalina Sandino Moreno plays Carmen, who was Bishop's wife. Josh Henderson plays Boyd, one of the bad guys. He was in The Jerk Theory as Adam Dines, Step Up as Brett Dolan, and Desperate Housewives as Austin McCann. Which, I think that's another tie to Desperate Housewives in this film. I want to say. Grant Bowler. He was in Atlas Shrugged as Henry. I know, right? Killer Elite as Craig. Lost as Captain Galt.
Oh, shit, he was in Lost.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Let's see what else he's in. Defiance is Joshua Nolan. That's where I know him from, is from Defiance.
I never watched it.
Oh, it was good, man. It only had like 3 seasons on Sci-Fi Channel, but I really liked it. Hawaii Five-0 is Ben Hamilton. Oh, that was only 1 episode. Why would you guys know that? And Defiance. A lot of Defiance stuff. And last, I'm just trying to get the gang. Peter Vack played Madsen in the gang. And he's known for the video game Bully as Gary Smith.
Oh.
Assholes as Adam Shapiro. Send as the writer. That's weird.
Huh.
Must have done a lot of weird indie films.
Yeah, sounds like it.
Try to scroll through, see if you guys know him from anything else. The Road. Oh, no, that's a short. Not The Road with
Viggo Mortensen.
Yeah, Viggo Mortensen, yeah.
Great book. Not very good movie.
That's what I heard. The Blacklist as Asher Sutton for 3 episodes. I Believe in Unicorns.
Oh, hell yeah.
Sterling.
I haven't watched that yet.
That'll be up your alley.
You know it.
I Just Want My Pants Back, a TV series, Jason Strider. I had no clue that would be let's see. You can't have something like that and not a group of 20-somethings living in New York City navigate work and so Friends.
Oh, great.
Basically.
But none of them are wearing pants.
Yep. Ooh, Kiss of the Damned. This one looks up our alley.
Sounds good.
Yeah. And that's it. That's all I'm going to do on that one. Okay.
We've put it off enough.
Yeah, we've put it up. Yeah. This movie makes about as much sense
as nothing. Because it makes no sense.
Yeah. That's a good way of putting it. I don't know. I was going to say like eating ice cream in the middle of a winter storm, but even that makes some sort of sense if you live in Michigan because we love ice cream.
It's true. Superman. It's the best.
Opens up to a guy. Yeah, shout out Superman and Blue Moon right there.
Oh, yeah, man.
Some Michigan favorites. See, look, we're trying to get away from not doing this review. I don't think this is derailed bad. Maybe you might think it's derailed bad, but it's up there. So
I think I would rather watch Derailed because at least it has JCVD.
Yeah, you get more JCVD in it. Yeah, you're right. I'm gonna go out and say I had already seen this. So this is my second time suffering.
So I feel worse for you. You had to watch it more than once.
Yeah. And nothing against any of the actors in this.
Some of them were really bad.
Yeah. I mean, I should say I like Bishop. I like Van Damme.
Yeah.
I liked actually the other bad guy who I can't remember, the Defiance guy.
Yeah.
I like him, but
didn't like the other two at all.
Yeah, I wasn't really a big fan of that. The girl who played London was basically just any teenage, rebel girl. So nothing too much from that. Carmen was her character. I just felt bad that her character was just terribly written.
Oh yeah. And every character was terribly written.
Yeah.
Nothing in that movie made any sense.
Look at that. We're already just getting into the review without reviewing it. So we open up to a guy in a car. It's a scorcher out there. Next, we see Van Damme in a car smoking a cigarette. He's William Stillman. Armed robbery, time served 9 years for a month. These screenshots of each one of them. Jackson Boyd, armed robbery, 9 years, 10 months. Seamus McCain, armed robbery, convicted for 10 years, escaped. Now on a prison bus, Henry James Cole, armed robbery, murder, sentence, life. 10 years earlier, we're in Vegas. They're wearing masks. Masks of what? I'm not sure. Who was it?
The Rat Pack.
Was it the Rat Pack?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, the Rat Pack. Robbing a casino. They get out, escape to the rooftop. Someone gets shot, but we don't know who it is because they're wearing masks. Oh, wow.
The whole movie kind of had reminded me a lot of 3,000 Miles Till Graceland.
Yeah, man.
And there was a lot of Ocean's 11 in there
at
the beginning.
Yeah, it was trying to be like a thriller western.
Yeah, and it was trying to be a lot of things, and it was you didn't have the faintest idea what the hell is supposed to be going on.
Yeah.
For the first 15 minutes of the movie.
Oh, dude, I would say even further than that. You seriously are sitting there and you go, wow, what the hell?
What are they building this up to,
Yeah, man. So the sheriff is doing his thing. Church is going on. Prisoners, they make it look like the prisoners are going to this church, but they're going to a separate church.
Yeah.
I don't know. The gang shows up. Van Damme is getting something out of the trunk. The prisoners beat up the guards. Van Damme and the gang bust out the lifer Henry. Another Henry. Henry's closer and Swelter back-to-back Henrys. Van Damme had a crazy, what would you say? It was like a sonic rocket launcher.
Yeah,
it was weird.
It
blew a hole in the wall, but it's not like there was an explosion or anything.
No, I don't know if it was. I have no idea what that was supposed to be.
Yeah.
It was very strange. It blew like a 20-foot diameter hole in the wall without killing everyone inside.
Yeah, exactly. And it was a small building, too. And then on top of that, all the prisoners and the prison guards are escaping through the hole, and they get shot. They killed everyone. They didn't care.
Yeah, which is strange and pointless. But, you think it'd be better because you'd making more of a distraction with a bunch of other escaped convicts running in a bunch of different directions.
Right, yeah. No, that's not the case here. And they totally, they don't care, man. They obviously... I don't know. Well, I guess when you're planning for revenge on someone or whatever, you're not looking with the clearest of eyes.
It's true.
The sheriff looks like he's in the doghouse with his wife. She came out of church and she was basically like, it started at this time, blah, blah, blah. And now we see that a young couple are talking about wanting to get out of the town, and the girl takes off without the boyfriend.
Yeah, everybody's talking about how they're trapped in this town. I'm like, this isn't the 1930s. Just get a bus ticket and move somewhere.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, it's totally Baker. this town of Baker, and everyone, you're right, just is like, oh, I want to get out of this place.
Like, what do you live 90 miles away from Las Vegas?
Yeah.
What is stopping you?
Such a weird modern day Western.
Yeah.
Like, there's a hilariously gross line by the doctor. Miss Talbot has a yeast infection. She's like a brewery down there. It's like, Meanwhile, the sheriff comes in through the doctor's back door. Hey. He has a bullet fragment in his head. Doc says if it moves, he's fucked. Van Damme tells Henry about some dude in a mechanic shop, likes little girls, I guess. I don't know what that was all about. Henry goes to the mechanic, asks about the Vegas job, starts roughing him up. Guy tells him he was talking with a stripper about a guy survived. He's in Baker. And then it's like, oh, is this the sheriff? Which, more questions basically than answers. Bishop's leaving the dock, and this guy comes up. He's like, hey, Doc, I got this thing with my shoulder. Can you see me? He's just like, He turns around. It's an arrow in the back. And then his kid's there with a bow. It was absolutely hilarious.
He had like a line like, don't come in through the back door. This isn't an abortion clinic.
Yep. And then he's like, this is an abortion clinic. Then he looks over at the dad and the kid, and he's like, though I bet you wish this was one by now. I did think that was funny. That was probably the best line throughout the whole thing.
Yeah, the doctor was probably my favorite character in the film.
Yeah, definitely.
The stereotypical drunk doctor in the, little shit kicker town.
Yep. We see Ronnie is a deputy that wants to be sheriff, apparently. This doesn't look good for Bishop. The preacher and Bishop are having a drink together. They talk about what Baker was like before. I don't get why. Preacher tells them if you drive out the wolves, the rats take over. That brings in more wolves. You need to be a big wolf to take care of all the other wolves.
What a weird metaphor.
Yeah, please stop.
And then, everyone talks like that in this movie, too. Like, everyone waxes philosophical and gets all poetic about their life in the town. Like, who are these weirdos in this town? What is wrong with everyone in this movie? Yeah,
it really,
Nobody talked like a real human being.
It was like a bad version of Desert Heat.
It was. There were a lot of similarities, but at least Desert Heat, knew that it wasn't, realistic.
Right.
It even had a magical Indian in it.
Yeah, it did, yeah. Which this one does too.
Yeah.
There is a little caption that pops up middle of fucking nowhere. I did get a good laugh at that. The deputies are blocking the road. The four gang pull up. It's 4 against 4. There's a shootout.
They have a standoff.
Yeah, the gang wins. Spoilers, gang wins. They actually send in an officer down call on the radio too.
Like,
the
why?
gang sends it in.
Yeah.
Why?
I was so confused.
Yeah, man.
I was like, are they giving them the wrong location?
That's what I thought too.
And then it just never gets brought up again.
No, not at all.
Everybody does these weird things that I don't know as if it's just supposed to give them screen presence or something, but it does nothing to build on their character really.
Yeah, man.
And then there's the one guy, the young guy who has the 245s. Then, he constantly tucks one into the back of his pants for some reason, too, and he has, a double shoulder rig. What is he doing that for?
Yeah.
It's so much harder to, why would you... I don't understand. Yeah. I just do not understand.
I don't understand. Sheriff is having flashbacks to the casino night. He's in bed. He wakes up, sees his stepdaughter making out with the Johnny kid, talks to her. She comes inside. He talks to her. She lays down that line, "You're not my father, just the guy fucking my mom."
Yeah, and then no one yells at her or says, no, they just let her storm off.
Yep. No,
she doesn't mean that.
Yeah, yep, that's exactly what the mom says.
I was like, oh my goodness, that would not fly with.
And then she says, 2 people in this town, the dead and the dying. I wonder which we are.
Yeah, what?
Okay.
Why are you people constantly talking like that?
Seriously. Sheriff goes to the diner. The guy asks why he doesn't carry a gun. He's like, I'm afraid I might shoot somebody. Then he has another flashback. And then he starts talking to a Native American who starts waxing poetic to him. And he gives the guy a cobbler. The guy gave him a stone that was hit by a thunderbolt.
Yes, it was bad luck. Yeah.
So he takes it.
Yeah.
Okay. The guy gives his cobbler to the dog. He's like, apple, and throws it at the dog. The daughter sneaks out to go to the Dry Mouth, the one bar in town that apparently all the bad people go to. It's a bar and brothel.
Yeah, with a cabaret show.
Yeah,
did they just write the script for a Western and just decide to change the time period?
Yeah, they were like, oh shit, we don't have enough money in the budget. Looks like it's going to be modern day. The gang pulls in. The bar goes quiet. It's one of those record-scratching halts. One makes the joke line of 4 guys walk into a bar, and then everything starts back up again.
Yeah, okay.
Looks like Johnny, the boyfriend, and one of the guys are going to get into a fight. Van Damme is talking with the bartender, owner of the place. The girls start dancing on the pool table, which was starting to make no sense to me. Henry tries joining the doctor for a drink. He says something along the lines of he's more of a loner drunk than a social drinker. I did like that. They hear the sheriff's name is Bishop, find out he wakes up with amnesia pretty much every day. Some bar fight is about to happen. Van Damme takes care of a dude while sitting at the bar. That was pretty cool. Sheriff has to go to Dry Mouth. It was a smart move by the guys to get him to go to the bar. Comes in, he beats the dude up. Henry pulls the gun on the other guy. Sheriff realizes, oh shit, this is what's going down. Tells London to get home now, but not Johnny. He's like, you home. Johnny says, not you.
And there are also like 2 Native American bikers that look like characters from like Final Fight or something.
Yeah, dude, seriously. Like I was like, I didn't know what to think about this. And
I still don't know what to think about it. Like, it's so
really
so
weird.
Bizarre how they use them in this movie.
Yeah, really weird.
Like they didn't have any lines in the entire film.
No, they were just and then they end up using those guys.
Yeah, as like hired guns without saying anything to them. They just kind of like join in.
Yeah, they joined in.
And then they just walk away without a word.
Yep.
And they're gone from the movie.
Yep. Yeah, that's
great.
Yep.
Great job. So, yeah.
Oh man.
That is an event that happened in the film.
The gang is talking things over. Henry's little brother apparently is talking shit to Van Damme. Van Damme tells Cole to take care of his brother before he does something stupid. Henry and Van Damme talk. I lost 10 years in prison, yada, yada, yada. Henry tells him to take out the cell phone towers. The kid tells Van Damme Cole is only his half-brother. He only controls half of them. Okay.
So like the upper half or like the left side?
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah, seriously. We get a nice little pitch for J.R. Blanton's bourbon whiskey. And Van Damme's like, oh, Blanton's good stuff. He's sitting on the bartender again, and they're drinking. They take out the cell phone towers and a rattlesnake.
Poor rattlesnake.
I know. All he was doing was just trying to defend his territory, and you just had to shoot him.
He was like 20 feet away.
Yeah, man, seriously. Sheriff meets up with Henry at the diner. Yikes, Henry's holding the gun at the table as he spins the coin on top. Sheriff's just a badass because he doesn't care.
Yeah, and they just trade like stoic philosophical quips to each other.
Yep. Yeah, I seriously did not write down any of the lines in this because it was just so ridiculous.
Utterly pointless, bizarre, like meant to sound impressive lines that.
Yeah, man. Yeah. That
we weren't fans.
Totally missed. I'm kind of surprised Chris Van Damme wasn't one of the gang members.
I know, he would have been perfect.
Seriously. Henry is talking to the sheriff's wife now, and it's like, apparently that was Henry's girl before all this.
Yeah.
Huh. And then, okay, it looks like London's Henry's daughter, but they never say it's his daughter, because things get really weird in a little bit.
Yes.
London's like, who's that guy, Mom? She's like, nobody. And then they leave it at that. So like, you have no clue if that really is his daughter or not.
I don't think so. Well, although it is never made.
But I was going to say, like...
You would assume.
You obviously were messing around with Carmen beforehand. It's been 10 years since. And the daughter's, what, probably 18?
Yeah, I think they did specify that she was 18.
So, you would have to... I don't know.
Yeah, who knows? That's best not...
Yeah,
I don't think the director bothered to think it through.
No, because it gets really weird if it's
weird
if
and
that is
sexual.
his kid. Yeah, they're looking at a dead cow. They figure they can't get any cell phone reception out there. The sheriff and the deputy are looking at a dead cow.
Who shot the cow?
I think one of the bad guys did.
Did they?
Shot, to bring them out there to cause a distraction or whatever. It was really
You would
weird.
think shooting the cell phone towers would do
would have been enough. Yeah, I don't know.
Poor cow, poor rattlesnake.
Yeah, anyway, the sheriff goes to the doc's office. The alarm is going off. He stops it, sees a file on fire in the sink. It's his file. It was the smoke that set off the alarm. Doc says he wished he would have destroyed that file. And we find out that it's basically Bishop's with all the memory loss info in it. Find out that there was $10 million that he basically hid in the town, but he has no clue where it is because he has memory loss. It's a lot of money. He's telling Bishop about that night he went to him And he's like, there's no medical reason for your memory loss. You just didn't want to remember.
Which makes no sense.
Yeah, it makes no sense at all.
Why did... all right.
Yep.
Just so bizarre how they decided to make this movie.
Yeah. So he can't remember where the money was. The doc falls over from a gunshot wound by one of the gang. It looks like the coin was Bishop's. Earlier on, I kind of forgot to point this out because Cole says to him basically like, oh, I got this. I won it off a man who said it was a lucky coin. There's only 2 of them ever made. Well, we find that Bishop has the other one.
Which doesn't really play into the movie that much.
No,
anyways.
not at all.
It's just more like weird stuff to throw in.
Yeah. So the doc dies from the gunshot wound. Henry is back talking with Bishop's wife. The 2 young gang members are talking in a diner. Bishop finds the other coin somewhere in his office. London is being hit on by one of those gang members, the half-brother of Cole. He's teaching her how to shoot pool. Bishop doesn't know anything about his wife's past, we find out, which is kind of weird. Carmen would like start hitting on him, and he can't remember that this was Cole's girl. London is drinking. She has a gun at her hip. She pulls it. The gang member is just crazy.
This whole scene was just crazy.
Yeah. She starts they start kissing. She pushes him away, kind of bites his lips, and you can see that he likes it. Meanwhile, Johnny is in his car drinking. The wife, Carmen, wants to know where London is. He's like to dry him out. They go there. Like, what room is she in? They finally let her know. Van Damme gets up. Bartender tells him they'll kill him. He just says can't do anything that wasn't done a long time ago. He kisses her and then follows them, which is really weird. Like Van Damme knows that he's gonna like die or whatever.
Yeah.
And it's his own gang. Really weird. The other young gang member is at the diner, tries hitting on the waitress. The deputy comes in. She tells him to stop. He'll kill him. The kid pulls his gun, shoots Ronnie, the deputy. Ronnie dies in Bishop's hands. Bishop grabs his gun and the bullet. One thing that we kind of forgot to mention was that the deputy, Ronnie, was like a big-time skill shooter.
Yeah, he was a cowboy action shooter or whatever,
yeah.
Which they just mentioned.
That's exactly it. It's just basically a one line, and that's it. One of the guys says he was headed up to the church. The kid is waiting in the church. They confront one another. Henry comes in. Bishop kills him with the quick draw. Henry hits him with the butt of the gun. The kid is beating up Johnny. The biker is beating up Bishop. The wife tries stopping it. Van Damme comes in.
The bikers came back for...
Yeah, dude. For whatever reason. Van Damme comes in. So you're raping girls, and then fights the kid. The kid stabs Van Damme after Van Damme's like, you know what we did to take care of your kind in prison? And the kid's like, yeah, stabs him. Yeah. And then Van Damme dies. He's like, help me.
Yeah, he like convulses on the floor. Like I was like, they just give him this ridiculous, unceremonious death when he practically did nothing for the entire time he was in the movie.
Yeah.
Which really pissed me off. I was just like, what the fuck are you even doing? You have this movie that you know people are coming to see because Van Damme's in it.
Right.
You put him on the poster, and then you do that, which in my opinion is basically slapping them in the face. I don't know. It just it rubbed me the wrong way.
Right. The more and more I review this, the more and more I realize I'm like, maybe this is worse than Derailed. Because you're right. At least we got Van Damme and Derailed.
Yeah, I mean, like even like other movies that have this amount of screen time for Van Damme, they're done in a much better way.
Yeah.
Like this seems like it wasn't written for Van Damme at all, and they just decided to throw him in for 5 minutes to be able to squeeze out some publicity for the movie.
Right, yeah. So the bad guys ring the church bell. All the townsfolk are coming. Bishop's like talking to his wife. She's like, she comes out, says, "You're Bishop." And Cole's like, "He's not Bishop. He's Pike. He betrayed me just like he betrayed all of you."
Yeah, why the hell is he doing this?
Yeah.
Why is anyone doing anything in this movie?
Yes. Why is anyone doing anything in this movie? Tells the townsfolk that the sheriff has hidden $10 million. Henry says anyone goes for help, he burns down the town. The townsfolk want to know where the money is at. Some say it's in the church because it was built while the foundation was laid when Bishop came into town. And so they want to burn down the church. And a guy Molotov cocktails the church. Yeah. And it's burning.
Yeah, and they burn down the church. Yeah, like the guy, and the one guy at the diner was like, "Oh, ain't no God in here. He just drives on by to go to Las Vegas like everyone else."
Yeah.
Like,
that was a good line,
what the fuck are these people? Like,
because it's so...
Do these people just like eat peyote all the time or something?
I think so.
Really strange.
Yeah, a lot of ayahuasca ceremonies going on.
A lot of vision quests.
Yeah, man. Johnny pulls a gun, tells the dude no one is going anywhere, gives it to Bishop as the church burns. Henry says he'll let him live, tells the wife to come with him, just bring the money. The wife's, it's like, does she know where the money is at? No, like she opens up a floorboard, and you're thinking, oh, does she? But she just basically gives Bishop his gun.
Which had a really cool grip.
It did have a really cool grip on it. I'll give it that. I liked his costume, Bishop's costume.
Yeah, I loved his hat.
Yeah, man.
I mean, if you're going to go Western motif, you might as well go whole hog.
Right, exactly.
I don't understand him being against using a gun, and then he just starts using it without any hesitation whatsoever.
And then, he brings it back.
It wasn't like some sort of epiphany or anything. No. And there wasn't any reason for him to not use a gun the whole time. It wasn't like he accidentally shot a kid during the robbery or something.
Right, yeah, exactly. No, he's the one who just got shot.
And he's like, ooh, bullets, yuck.
So Carmen goes to the diner. The daughter's there. They're waiting for Bishop. He walks in, has his gun. The kid has London. He points a gun at her. Henry tells him to let her go. Henry actually shoots the brother. He's like, but I'm your brother. And Cole is like, half brother. And then shoots him dead.
Yeah, that happened. I was confused about that as well.
Yep. Yeah, which we'll see if London's Cole's daughter, Henry's daughter,
yeah,
that's really disgusting. So,
yeah.
Because your uncle basically raped you.
Yep, half-uncle.
Half-uncle, yep. Hunkle. So now it's just the two of them, as it always was. Henry asks Bishop if he thinks he deserves a second chance. No. Do a little bit more of talking back and forth. Henry is pissed that Bishop married Carmen. It's like, oh, so this is what it comes down to?
Yeah, it's a very strange climax. Everyone else is dead but them. And they keep on going.
Yep. They show their guns, draw, shoot at each other. The badge took the bullet. Henry dies in the street. Yeah. Bishop picks up the coin.
Does this little tin badge stops the bullet.
The family runs out, and Bishop consoles them. The old guy with the cow and the God line comes out. He has Van Damme in the back of his truck already. He's taking the bodies to the silver mine because it's about to cave in. They're going to make sure that it caves in. Bishop puts the 2 rare silver coins on Henry's eyes. And things end.
Oh,
Except we see the pull away shot, and the money is in the water tower.
Yep, which, you would think it would disintegrate.
Yeah.
Just being out and exposed.
Yep.
And then they were going to burn down the church. And they have to explain, the money would be in the foundation, so if we burn down the church, it won't be burned up. Like this is so stupid and pointless. They just literally did it to have a scene where they burned down a church.
Yeah, pretty much so.
And this is like, why is the whole town acting like this? And like, they have a giant undercurrent of everyone in the town hating the town, just like,
right, yeah.
What a bunch of lazy lumps. Leave the goddamn town. Just buy a bus ticket and fucking go somewhere.
This, I think, is the angriest I've ever seen you. Maybe at all. In all my life.
That was a humdinger of a movie.
Oh, man, yeah. The bartender, this is like the last thing. The bartender has Van Damme shot in a special case. The preacher grabs his burnt Bible, and Bishop buries the one bullet from Ronnie. And then that's it.
Very powerful ending, let me tell you.
Very, yeah. Okay, there's, man, I'll just hurry up and get into trivia and quotes, and then we'll do our ratings, because I have a feeling the ratings are going to be hilarious. In one of the early scenes, when they take the spare tire out of the trunk, it has a hubcap fitted to the wheel. Normally, a spare would not have a hubcap fitted. The hubcap on the wheel with the flat tire would end up on the spare after it had been fitted. This is how bad this movie is, that they put like a weird trivia goof in there. Wow. And guess what? There are no quotes to this movie.
It just shows how memorable everything is in this film.
Yep. All right. So, what are your? Well, we already know your thoughts. What's your rating, man?
Fuck, 3, I guess. That's. It was a movie, and it had after about half an hour, you could comprehend what the plot was supposed to be.
Yeah.
And then you're like, well, you could have wrapped this movie up in about 40 minutes, but you stretched it into an hour and like 40 minutes. That felt like it was a 3-hour movie.
Yeah, I think you're being very generous on giving it a 3, man.
Maybe 2. I don't know.
Yeah.
It was a movie.
it was a movie.
It wasn't like The Room or anything. But...
Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah, in that sense, I guess. Yeah, that makes sense. The costumes weren't bad. The cars were kind of cool.
No, yeah, it had polish in a lot of areas.
There's a good way of doing a new school Western, and this wasn't a good way of doing it. So yeah, I take it. Yeah, if you, in account of everything else, the actors were given with what they were given weren't too terrible.
Yeah.
I would give it a 3 too. Yeah, I would agree with you there.
Like, you might like it if you're like a 15-year-old who, will just like the goof, the super cool Neo Desperado types of these
right. Yeah.
casino robbers were supposed to be.
And you're waxing poetic.
And you're constantly wanting to get out of this damn death trap of a town.
Yeah, definitely. This movie.
We're never going to leave. The only way we leave is through the army or in the ground.
Yep. Yep.
Uh-oh. Kicking empties.
Oh man, kicking cans. Let me kick this movie out.
In this shithole town.
Okay, so that's it. That about wraps it up. We move on to JCVD's Make My Movie Challenge.
Oh, hell yeah.
Oh, this is going to be fun. We're going to review some of the Make My Movie Challenge videos that people have done. They're still out there. Pretty excited about that. Probably not going to be too terribly long of a episode, but we'll see. We'll see how it goes.
We'll have fun with it.
Yeah, definitely. After that, I'll just get into it. We have Pounds of Flesh. We have Full Love, which, by the way, some Van Damme news.
Ooh.
Full Love, a.k.a. Soldiers, a.k.a. whatever else it is, a.k.a. Golden Eagle, a.k.a. Van Damme, Eagle Wings.
I'd watch a movie with that name.
He announced on his Facebook page new upcoming movies.
Yeah, wasn't that one of them?
And that was one of them.
Yes.
Like, finally, it's going to come out.
Yeah, he had a weird, like, matinee format, like, thingy on this webpage, or it was like, coming soon. Yep. It was like 4 movie posters and a matinee. That was actually kind of cool.
Yeah, I was really surprised.
Coming soon, 4 movies.
4 movies. Yeah, 4 Van Damme
Hardest
films.
working man in Hollywood.
I know.
Hardest working man in Eastern Europe.
Yeah, seriously, man. Definitely. So yeah, we have Make My Movie Challenge, then Pound of Flesh after that. So I'm excited. I've seen Pound of Flesh, and I think it's better than Swelter. I think you'll like it a lot better than Swelter. So
that shouldn't be hard to accomplish.
No, yeah, definitely. Okay, it's about that time. You guys know, we know, it's that awkward moment where we beg and plead for your money. Please give us some money. Patreon.com/Podbros. If you don't do that, but you shop on Amazon, podbros.com, scroll down, hit that Amazon button. That's our link. Doesn't cost you anything. Helps us out in the long run. iTunes, rate us 5 stars, or your favorite podcatcher app. Leave us a review as well. Okay, that's it. See, I'm trying to make that quick and concise, and if you listen to these episodes, you already know about it. So, I am John.
And I am Jeff.
And you have been listening to another episode of the Jean Pod Van Dammecast. I don't even want to fucking give a quote for this movie, man. Sure is hot out there.
How do you take all this fucking heat?
A man should be able to hold his whiskey